Ooh, right on time. Alright, welcome, welcome. Nobody's always like so far apart. These streams are so far apart from each other. This feels like I gotta get back in my groove. Alright, welcome, 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 welcome to all of you guys. So glad to see ya. Let's mute myself over there. Let's see if there's anything else for me to check up on. How you guys doing? Thank you for coming. I'm impressed. It's usually like the YouTube, algorithms say like, well, if you don't do things too frequently, then everyone's gonna not care about you anymore. Like, ooh, you didn't upload yesterday, which means that your entire audience is gone. And it's like, whoa. So, yeah. I'm glad to be able to do this at my own pace. And, still see you guys. So, I super appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah. We should be having some fun today. Mostly gonna be creative and interesting story ideas. But we'll get there when we get there. Hello, hello. I'll make sure. Is it still like ironic or not to use the YouTube Premiere music to like start this? Just use it as a default now. It's almost like this, ingrained, like, you gotta use this music now. Like, it means something new, different. Like, you're taking it out of the original context, It's kind of like it's got a new meaning now with YouTube Premieres. It's sort of like those old, stock music. Alrighty. Boop 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 boop. Alright. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hi everyone. Hi, hi, hi. Let's see if I can get all you guys. Let's see. Whoop. Luna, Seti. Yeah. I like that one. Oof, and violin. Hello. Hi, cartoons. Sky, Small Owl, and Dakota. Welcome, welcome. I think I got everyone. If I didn't say your name, then you probably haven't talked in the chat yet, but super appreciate everyone here. Alrighty. So yeah, I've been good. I've been busy, but I think I'll save how I've been till afterward. I think I'll we'll just get started on this, and then I'll get going, and as people slowly come on in. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. I got what a dragon. Welcome, welcome. Good to see everyone. I guess the only one I haven't seen yet is Star Cookie, my chat moderators. So everyone play nice. So I don't think they're here yet. So yeah. But let's see. So I wanted to do something different, because usually when we do these, let's make a new cartoon, let's make a new story, let's generate ideas from you guys. Usually what happens is that it's a very quiet crowd, and I would say like, hey everyone, give me a story idea for like these characters with these specific, my own set of small constricting, like, oh, you gotta use this character in these environments and stuff. And then it's like, it mostly just felt like I was just pulling teeth with you guys. So it's like, okay, anything? So, I feel like for just as a little experiment, I asked you guys on Discord and YouTube, and then comment the community tab, I think, if you guys had any suggestions before the stream, and then you guys would submit them there. So thankfully I got 3 there, so we actually have a lot from those people. But actually there's a lot of people here right now that if you guys had any story ideas. Let me get the original post so I can find out what I called it. Inviting you to send an idea for a short animation. Comment below for an idea that contains the main 4 of Gen 5, Sunny, Izzy, Pip, and Zip, and a situation. So I wanted like a short little story idea that involves the main 4 with the puppets that I have. I don't know if I can find them. I'll probably have to go through here anyway. Library. I'm using Toon Boom Harmony. Let's see. I have all my Midnight Mirrors and other weird stuff in here. Sunny. So I have these style puppets. And we'll get used to them a little bit later as well. But just as little thumbnails. So I have these style puppets which I made. So I made the main 4 out of these. But yeah, let's move on to... I'm going to make the ideas. Might have to collate dark artists' idea here. But if you guys had any other ideas as I'm working on this, go ahead and post it in the comments right now if you had them. That's what this stream is going to be, so that's why I'm making sure that I have at least one idea before I start this. Yeah, just kind of make a dark artist, but it's got a little bit long. Yeah. So I had to make this. I'm using my at work keyboard shortcuts. So let's see here. Text. Let's see. It's probably got to be fixing this for a while. But again, yeah, while I'm doing this, let me know if you have any ideas as I try to figure this out. Okay. On the Discord, I said like, yeah, that's great, but that's probably as long as an idea that I probably would physically be able to do within a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, thank you. Okay. And then Star Study had an idea. Let me add that in. What if I should use the same? I could probably make a new text blob here. And I'll probably be editing these anyway too. I'm just gonna take the whole thing. I know, yeah. It's a full-on story, but most of it is like stage directions, in a sense, where it's like, oh, it's not really. It's just like tries to. This is it. This one's only like this long. Not because this one isn't free-flow pattern. So Star doesn't know the characters enough to be able to have an idea with like what characters they are. Okay, okay. And then we had Grump's idea. So this is why I wanted to do this early. At least have these ideas earlier. Woo. So I can immediately pull from these. And we can start thinking about them off the top of our heads right now. What is it's about second preference. I never got one, so I tested double. So we'll have to 13307. We'll have to probably change that into horses as an idea. That actually, I watched the original trilogy, like the 2000 version. Not sure if I, off the top of my head, remember this one. Yeah, I'm so used to that. At work, I mean, I use CorelDRAW. It works pretty well. It is different from like all the Adobes and other weird stuff I've used too. So this is trying to swap back and forth is actually a little bit tricky for me to know. Remember all my shortcuts here. Okay. So let me. Your Pippin is now Pip. Haha. Get it? Haha. Or maybe Izzy as Pippin. Okay. If you think that'll sound better, that's good. I don't have Hitch as a puppet. That's why I said main 4. So music is kind of loud on my end. Let me turn that down. Yeah, if I could have a different Aragon, that'd be good. And then Mary is Sunny. Okay, that Hitch is a main character, but the way that I made the original puppets here is that they're all girls, basically. They're all the mares. Where is Izzy? So I get this puppet. Thank you, EE. Who's next? Pip. PPP. Maybe I didn't make a Pip file yet. And who's the other one? Pip and Zip would be the last one. Oh yeah, I didn't make them yet. I'll have to go back into the original files and make them into library collections there. Thank you though. Boop, boop, boop. No fan. How am I doing? I'm actually I'm feeling good. I think just right now, I'm just having a little bit of morning sickness. Or I just kind of get a little bit sneezy. I probably need to dust my room at some point. So I always wake up and I'm always like, yeah, just sneezing and going like, I'm very susceptible to dust. That even my coworkers were like, man, you get really ticked off by just a little bit of, you just clean up a little bit and you're just like getting those hay fever of like just all those red eyes and just feeling, just get a little way more sick than you probably would be. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm also slightly allergic to grass. I think it's more just like specifically like cut grass, like freshly cut grass. Because remember, like in elementary school, they'd always like cut grass and go into the playground, and I would just be like, you know, super sneezy and hives and just red eyes and everything. You know, just like feeling not great. Hi Luna. Hi. Yeah, after you're done dusting, it feels great. But yeah, the active dusting, you have to like be really careful. Make Alragorn into Sunny. I don't know who's now anymore. Okay. And Mary into Zip. Thank you. That's about a favorite card. Oh, I get you. All right. Welcome, Stardo. Good to see you. We're working on the. I guess you could tell by the title. We're working on a new cartoon, and he gave me that this idea. So thank you for that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should collate these, which just means simplify it. For these right now, or we can just kind of vote on which one and then, you know, cross that bridge, so to speak, of like making sure that we'll develop it more as we figure out, yeah, which one. I think for right now, this is pretty good. I can at least make this as full screen as possible for you guys. Try to make them look like different ideas. Let me get a color now. So I can bullet them. Okay. Sunny is in the morning sky. You can see like how long it is to say, like, visually they would all kind of show up, but to say it in words. And she is greeted by Izzy, Pip, and Zip, who looks like they have bags on their back. It's like, that's just like one visual description of what's going on, but it's like there's nothing in time really passes as much as just kind of showing them. So it's like just long ways of stage directions kind of a style. Sunny wonders what might be inside of Medusa's rise. They all pull out roller skates. Sunny face lights up with a contagious smile and then pulls out her roller skates from inside the house. Brief montage happens where all of them put on roller skates. Once done, they all attempt to skate, but all of them fall except for Sunny. Sunny looks back to see everyone in a dogpile, but unhurt. All of them look at each other and have a laugh, noting that no one is perfect on their first try. And then we have stars. How about a non-Pegasus pony that is in free fall and panicking that a Pegasus pony swoops in to save them? I had an idea to have this be non-Pegasus pony can be Sunny. Sunny's in free fall and panicking, and then I was thinking we can figure this out as we go along too, but having Pip / Zip swoops in to save I can get this over. Nope. Sunny in alicorn mode. Is in free fall and panicking, and then Pip / Zip swoops in to save Sunny. I'm thinking that might work. And the I had was, this is what I just mean. I'm just trying to remove as much words as possible for some of these. Izzy rummaging through a garbage bin looking for trinkets to make her knick-knacks. And then they said that I was an idea from Tell Your Tale, the 2D series. So I did look into this one to see. I just looked at the gallery on the wiki to kind of look at it a little bit faster. So I'm a little bit familiar with that. And then, how about that scene from Fellowship of the Ring where Izzy asks, let's take a breakfast, and Sunny walks and tosses an apple back at Pippin, and Pippin slaps his back and walks away. Oh shit, with this girl, let me just check. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check on that. Okay, yeah, thanks for bringing that up, sir. Yeah, thank you. I'll have to, when I have some free time, I'll have to check that out. But thank you. Anyway, for you guys, if there's any more ideas that are bubbling in your mind, or trying to come up with anything, that'd be a great time. But yeah, this is what I mean of just trying to make sure that I'm not trying to pull teeth for you guys too much, and to be slightly prepared, so I'm just patting myself on the back with that one. That really got one new one. So thank you. Did we have enough? Let me see if I can start a poll. How many? I can have 4. Perfect. Okay. Story idea. Actually, this works out really well because I can literally have 4 ideas. Perfect. Okay, so I'll just name them just 1 through 4, and then you guys can figure that out. So this is the voting part of this. That should be loading up for you guys. Boop. There you go. I can number this as well probably real quick. Hopefully you guys can figure that out. Do. Do you want me to read anything if it's too small? Let me know. Is it weird if you vote for your idea? No, I think if it's, I mean, if you looked at the other ones and, you know, had a big think about like whether or not they, if your idea is unbiasedly, you know, the best one out of the bunch, then sure, you know. If that's what you honestly think is that, if you read all of them and then like think like as a cartoon, like which one would be the best and visually and historically the best one out of these, but if you think that is that the one that you wrote is the best one, then yeah. Go ahead. We got 3 votes so far. I think there's 4 people. I'll have like 1 more minute or so. Well, I thought the music was gonna load again. I was gonna get into the groove. I can't groove into this, or can I? Okay. That's enough. My neck hurts now. We got 5 votes. Can you guys see it? Oh, yeah, you can only really see the numbers. You can't see the results. So that's good. It's if you guys can see it, it's pretty even. Put it on Twitter. I don't think. Trying to do a fast one on Twitter probably isn't gonna work. I think most of my I guess I don't know. Yeah, it's very spread out, so that's interesting. Huh. Let me see, I can't see you guys behind the actual poll itself. Let me see. If you can see the result. Oh yeah, I meant on the stream itself, on the one that's being outputted. You can't see the results on there. But once you click on a vote, then inside of the chat version of it, you can see. Yeah, so it's 1, 3, and 4 are 1 vote, I think, and then 2 has 2 votes. I think that's about everyone who is here. So I think we'll probably have to close it right now, and after I have my big dance off. But yeah, I'm actually kind of happy with that. That was one I was kind of leaning in towards. So, thank you. I'll have it open for me like 1 more sec in case someone comes in and snipes it. But I think we'll start thinking about yeah, you know. Let me get some big juice. Alright. I think that was Star's idea, right? So they can run on to had good ideas, but yeah, democracy is king though, so sorry. Oh, that is true. Ready longer for a second, I'll have time unless they also over too. Yeah, so let's end it then. Thank you. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see what happens. I think it's gonna render that out. Okay, cool. There we go. The poll disappeared. Perfect. All right, that worked. Thanks, YouTube. That was a handy feature. All right. Next up is working on it. Okay. So what I can do now is, let's see. Problem is that I do have the pip and zip in it that I don't have library versions yet. So let's go over here, expose this, new picture, and I'm going to delete everything but that. Don't need that. At least I can put this here. So we're gonna have it be there. Oh yeah, I don't think you can see that. So thank you, Star. Thinking ahead. Get some big smart there. Okay, so next up is working on the storyboard. So this is the story, and then working in Toon Boom. Storyboard, one just for now. Beep. I mean, because usually these take like the entire stream would just be to get up to this point. So we'll finish that in half hour. So that's it's not too bad. Let's add a couple pegs. Okay. So we're gonna storyboard for this. And probably gonna need maybe 3 or 4 layers to get real fancy with this. SBO2 and SBO3, and let's try SBO4. I'm keeping it ambiguous just so I can not have to be too hardwired into, like, they're probably gonna be like sunny zip and background, but just for now I don't have to worry about that. They'll just kind of organically become the layers as I need them. I gotta clean this up. Yeah, I guess maybe would have been, I don't know if it would have been better if I didn't say who wrote it, but you can obviously just check the Discord, and obviously if you guys wrote it in different places as well, so it's not like it's a secret, but I wonder if that had any significance, you know. Let me get a new color. Okay, so now we can work together to figure out what in the world does this mean. Okay, so start with the words. Sunny in alicorn mode is in free fall and panicking, then pip/zip swoops in to save Sunny. So this will be the time to figure out whether or not this text works. Beep. Beep. Fall. Free fallen. Oh, okay. It's maybe. What's the setup? Like, how she get into it? Does she see something? Like, what would, if there's anything that would trigger her to become an alicorn? I wonder that's what I'm trying to say. Or it was just, my idea was that she was just trying to practice. Like in season 4, the first couple episodes where Twilight is practicing with Rainbow Dash to like try and fly. I'm thinking of something like that. But then she like Icarus is too high up, and then before she hits the ground, the Pip and Zip catches her. Maybe it's something like that. That was my original idea. And if you guys have any, not any better ideas, but just because they're all good ideas, you know. Sorry. It's definitely about. Well, but yeah, I was able to like change it, so it's more of like our hybrid ideas of me working off of your base kind of thing, Star. Yeah. Icarus is rarity would have left things. Yeah. Yeah, that did happen. Okay, cool. Okay. We have a president, so we can use that as a reference. But isn't it like in the show like where her alicorn is very fickle, where it's like they just kind of just turn off at some point, where it's like, oh, okay. Okay. Great, thank you. She flew closer to fabulous. That is what happened to Rarity, yeah. That whole episode was like, I think by being in Cloudopolis or whatever it is, I forgot. That whole like background environment, it felt like not Pony to me. I don't know. The Cloudsdale? Oh, I get it. It's like Clydesdale. Yeah, I think just being in the Rainbow Factory, like seeing all that, it was like so different. Like on first viewing, you know, like in the first season, it just felt like so. Because you're so used to the town and everything that then going into Cloudsdale, it's like, I don't know, it just felt off in some way. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like completely different from what we're used to. Yeah. Almost had like a liminal space, kind of like, this feels sort of familiar, but it's like I've never been here, but it's like just feels weird being there, kind of a thing. Water. Why would they make it like that? Did Twilight make it then? How did she get it? Oh man. Let me remember exact stuff from 10-year episode. Here we go. Anyway, I think it'd be more fun if it was Pip and Zip. So maybe, hi Purple. Sunny. Practices. Oh jeez. There's no spell check, so let me know. Yeah, if Twilight made the wings, then wouldn't that be kind of like sabotage to like make something that's like so delicate in a flying competition? That's literally made out of water. Being in alicorn mode. Practices being in alicorn mode. Flies. Oh. Flies up high. Do. Nope. Flies up high. Do. Why would this participate? It was just to watch R&D participate. Oh man. Jeez. There's so much. She's. I think Seth's right that it wasn't. Rarity didn't do it. Man, yeah. We'll have to go back. We'll have to watch it at some point. That's your homework. After the stream is to watch the Sonic Rainbow? Is that what it was? Is that, yeah, that's what they were practicing. Was that the one where it starts with the yay Fluttershy? I think that's the same episode. Like you're getting streaming on like that louder, and then that became like the competition, right? There was a lot going on in that one. Even like Derpy was in there too. That was a good one. Flies up high. Alicorn magic fails. She is in free fall and panicking. Pip and Zip. See here, and swoop in, and catcher before she splaps. She'll unalive herself. Splaps on the ground. Can't get too violent. It's better than a ballet sort of performance. That sounds right. It was like a weird, like, because Rabbit was like got stage fright or whatever, and then Rarity was like taking over, and was like, I'll do this to buy you time or to have fun, kind of a thing, and then but it was like from a, it just sort of just happened as it was like a different view of everything. Let's see if I can. There we go. All my topography lessons are paying off here. Okay. That's not too long. It's the same thing as the other one that was uber long. That one was a lot of stage directions, but visually it's like, you know, you can have stage directions that are like, and then there was a big hill, and there was the sun, and then there was a cloud, and then there was a tree on the hill, and then there was a river that was going across it with like 10 mountains in the background, and then there was a horse that was flying. But if you just kind of like just look at it as like a complete picture, then it's like, oh, that's it, you know. But it takes like 10 paragraphs to describe everything, but what you see is all together. So don't worry about it being too long as much as it being in cartoons, because then it's just like it all be connected as a one visual composition kind of a thing. So anyway, I feel practices isn't spelled right. I don't know why. Yeah, that's wrong. That is not a practice. Oh no, wrong whip. Practices. Why can't I? Attempts. Perfect. All right. In school, I don't know if I should say this, but yeah, I cheated on a spelling quiz once. I had like the paper that had all the words, and I like hid it under my desk, And then teacher was like, spell bicycle. And I was like, okay, let me just look at my paper that was below my desk and go, okay, B-I-Y. I feel like I only did that once. But yeah, spelling was never my strong suit, so yeah. Let's get on with this. Okay. Now that we got a script mostly intact here, we can figure this out. We'll go ahead with the stick ponies for now, because that doesn't need to be fleshed out much more than it needs to. So, okay. Yeah, I prefer ease. As a dyslexic, you know, kind of kid, is like, I can't even get letters in the right place. They want me to spell it right with all these other weird words and like all these loan words and yeah. Sort of crazy spelling stuff. Yeah, those rules. Ugh. Sunny. I don't even know what these characters look like anymore. She got this kind of a shape, I think. Let me get mine. Oh yeah, remember my Father's Day video? There she is. Yeah, it was really fun. When I did the July 4th one, that was also made in Toon Boom. And I learned some stuff about Toon Boom's spring, dynamic springs, and she got like ponytail, right? And 2-point constraints. So that was more enlightening than they did that. Okay. I have composition guides, so I can put her in a relatively good spot there. Alright. So we'll just have like a couple. She'll be here. We'll have some sort of horizon line to suggest that she is outside. Okay. Maybe we'll have her at the, because I do have the background from the last time we did this kind of short video, which is like at the cliff between, like up here would be, there'd be water, and then the town would be here. So maybe something like that. Maritime Bay would be here, so it should be closer to her house, maybe. We can figure that out as we go along, too. That looks like a butt sun. Just kind of remove some of that. Okay. Good. Okay. While I'm here, that's also, now that I know what I want. Let's rename these real quick. Okay. So, let's not worry about timing for now. I think I'll just make a bunch of different drawings and then time it out later. So I also have to think about how this will all work together. Okay, so she'll be pretty neutral. And then new picture. Sunny. Grab her. And she will be getting into some sort of like getting ready mode. I can have onion skin. Okay. And then next thing is that we'll have the magic wings. And then we'll get the magic colors in. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. And then get rid of those magics. Stand her back up. Or maybe she'll be like, next thing is that she'll kind of like looking back at herself to be like, yeah, wow, it worked, yeah. Select it. Like, yeah. So it's like, magic, yeah. And then have a new target is the sky. So now she will, let's see, here we go. Look up at the sky with determination. Grab the head bips. And that'll work. No, why not? I might have changed layer. That happens. Yep. Look her up. So we're stand her back up a little bit more straight. Let's change these back into their onion skin. Both good. And then we'll bend her back down, to which these will bend back again. But now she's getting her energy up to start flying. Still looking up. Wing. Oop. Try to also select that, unless that's on a different layer. Nope. I just wasn't selecting it. There we go. Wing is getting up. Squishy more. This is our squishy down pose. And then lift off. To which I'll zoom it off. Body will be more straight. Wing will be upside down. Still looking up high. Whoa. Let's get that rotating point. Pew, 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 pew. Okay. And then continue the motion. And then have a blank. Even at fast speed is like, yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, cool. So, we'll change the background here. Background new. What's the background? It'll just be like clouds at the bottom here to suggest that she's flying higher than the clouds. Maybe just kind of like some little sun rays or some sort of extra designs or something here. Get back to sunny. And then here, new picture. We'll have her same sort of drawing. I don't know why I like making unibrowns. It's a little bit easier to draw. So it's like we're continuing this motion. New picture. She's now in consistent flight. And she'll just kind of be in a bit more relaxed body pose. And then we'll change her face. That'd be a bit more forward. Pew, 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 pew. Okay. What happens next? How does she then lose? Where alicorn magic fails. So something needs to happen. Oh, I forgot her horn. There we go. Maybe she does a flip, maybe like a backflip, but then she loses it. Like the magic, the alicorn magic is what I'm thinking, is that it just is so fickle that then just like using it, it's like it has a battery charger or something and it just loses its energy after a while or something. We can always go back in and change it later, because that's what we're doing as is. Doing these as very, very simple sketches, so no waste of time or too much energy is being used on this. It's often, yeah, it's very it's not as, it's like the friendship magic hasn't quite isn't that as stable as it once was. With all the harmony that's been going on. Huh. I don't want to add too much. Like, I don't want to have like an extra scene where like you have like characters having a friendship problem, arguing with each other, and then she's like, "Oh no," then her magic loses or something. I think it's just basic backflip might just be. I mean, that's just fun for me. And then she'll kind of like get up, and then try to do like a circle, and then be like, it loses halfway or something, and then she's like, "Oh no," and then starts falling, and then we'll have another scene after that. So maybe boop boop. We'll have her start to This is her. She's got to go backwards, so it's always a good animation principle to help the eye figure out what's the next motion is. If she just immediately just goes backward, it's gonna feel a little bit weird. Where she's like, where does she get that energy from? You know, like whenever you like try to stand up, you don't just like whoop, you know. So it's kind of like a rock back and go whoop, kind of a thing. So it's always good to like have an anticipation, where at least it just goes in the opposite direction first. So I've always liked that principle, so I've always done it like that. Oops. For now, she has her energy, and so is now expending it in the opposite way. So boop boo kind of thing. Because if we instead go boop, it's just gonna be like, whoa, okay. So like I'm here, I'm gonna do it backward, whoa, you know. But if we go woo bah, you know, it feels more. It's like when you punch, you know, you always gotta. You get more energy by going loop bow, kind of a thing. Hello. How you doing? And then we continue to arcs are also important. Swoop, boop. So something like this doesn't feel right because you can see how like my mouse is tracing it, like trying to follow her head. You can follow it, and it's like, oh, kind of lose it around there. It's almost like she needs to be over here. So that feels a little bit, feels closer. Let's be around here. Where like magic then starts to freak out. So push this closer to here, so that when this happens, she'll kind of slow down. And then her wings and such. And evaporate. So boop, boop, boop. So now it should be stuck here. Boop, boop. And then all these magic bips go away. Oop, that's her arm. And then beep beep. And then we Looney Tunes. Ever kind of go like, what? Before she falls. Yeah, let's keep the mouth. She's just gonna be looking. Like, huh. Felt something a little bit weird there. And then we have the now Looney Tunes. Look down. And then now she can how does this work upside down? I think there's a shift and trace button. Apply to show light table. Here's an extra button that I don't have here that I would like. Did that work? I think that just unselected it. Hang on. Add it here. Apply. Beep. This might not work. I'm actually not sure. How does this work? Yeah, I forgot. Anyway, that's not the button that I was looking for. So I would like to be able to like rotate the canvas, and so I can like draw it correctly. But I think Shift and Trace actually is a different button. Whoa. So Toon Boom's fun. There's a lot of stuff you can play around with. But also it's like I want one thing and it's like I don't know where it is or what it's called, and it's like, oh no. Welcome, Cookie. Do you use Toon Boom? 'Cause I think you've said that you don't, because I'm trying to look for one button that allows me to rotate the canvas. Can rotate. Just rotate 180. It's like a Shift and Trace, but I would like to be able to. That sort of works. Okay. And then flip it. Whoop, now she over here. Could just line her back up. Beep. There we go. Yeah, okay. Beep, 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 beep. It's a storyboard, so I'm not worried about too much of this being off. And then we have a moment of reflection, complexion, one of those, and then we conform her into a bunch of streaks as if she just fell. She's now falling. Pew. And then we make these fall, and then we move her. Beep. So Cookie, and I guess for everyone else, we're working on a new cartoon. We had a bunch of ideas at the beginning. We chose one that Star and I basically co-wrote, in a sense. Sunny attempts being in alicorn mode. Boop, boop, boop. Flies up high. Her alicorn magic fails. Juju, juju. And then she's in free fall and panicking. So that's so far as we got with the storyboard. And then Pip and Zip see her and swoop in to catch her before she splaps on the ground. And I wrote splaps because I didn't want to write explode or anything. So there we go. Next is Pip and Zip seeing Sunny falling. And then they zhoosh to go catch her. Do. Alright. Sunny's still gone. Let's get rid of her here. Boop, 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 do. Boop, boop, boop. New drawing. Come on, background layer. So we'll have some sort of hill thing. So we'll have like a wide shot where we can see everything. Give the sun as a consistent. We'll have some clouds. This will be like some who knows where kind of environment. So have some sort of trees for scale. Something like that. Bushes. And then we have larger bushes here to really sell scale. Something like that. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Alright. So that swaps. Okay. Now we'll have pip and zip over here. I'm just remembering that I don't have back views of these characters, but oh well. Who am I doing? I'm doing Pip. That's the social media one. Okay. I have hair like this. Actually, we'd only see. You would see her like that. If I can get a good nose here. And then we'll have Zip, who has the same larger head. A little bit larger. Let's make Pip squish. That's better. Zip has the ice cream cone hair. Yeah, there you go. Jimmy Neutron. There you go. Wow, wow, wow. Don't think there's like a mohawk at the back. There you go. Did we have any like press release or like any kind of like making of like the storyboards? Because I want to see like what the quick doodle versions of G5 characters look like. Bet they're like just as glamorous as these guys are. And then we'll have Sunny just kind of like way in the distance. Just stretched out like that. Hair flying back. Tail. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah. What's the question? Let's see. Remember Yoda animations? Yeah, I do it as a like a 8 or 9 year review after the fact kind of a thing. Those are live streams I think in April. Those are super fun. I actually did recently make a personal favorites playlist on my YouTube. See if I can find it. You guys can look at this for a bit as I look for my channel. Playlists. Yeah. Thank you for bringing it up. I also have Cats, Japanese, and Hamilton. Don't worry about that. Click on this one. Personal favorites. I updated it. I made it. So these are ones that make me go haha, and I like it a lot kind of videos. So I chose ones that would kind of represent my history and like ones that give me a good feeling after watching it. It's like most of them like a good handful or like, you know, like good 5/7s I do cringe at. So these are ones that's like they're not that bad. And have a good fun for. But yeah, there's on my channel playlists, and then I think it's public. Let me know. But yeah. So thanks for bringing it up because I actually made that a couple days ago. I think it was last night. So I think a coworker was like saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna show this to my kids or grandkids or whatever." And it's like, I'm gonna show you the content, and it's like, oh, I better make a playlist so you actually get the right ones. I think my like ones are also, oh, they're private. Oh no, don't look at those. But yeah, I just chose apparently 19 of them. Thank you. Yeah. do. But not so high. I forgot to wave to you. Hi, Kate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember the animation 7 years ago. You're an animator 9 years old now? Oh, awesome. Neko. Yeah. The musical. But yeah, it's really fun because it's like, be like, Kono querido, Mr. Mustafalizo. And it's like, because they don't change the names for the cats. So just kind of like, have to say it in like a Japanese accent is fun. Don't try on me. Draw me on way. Awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna draw this way, so don't feel intimidated. Let's see. Yep. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, we're all friendly. What's the line like? We're all fine down here. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I gotta draw Sunny falling to her unaliving, whatever. Oops. Looks like, oh, they're just there for the ride. Oh man. So they should be here. Let's add a keyframe. Both of these guys. And then I have to say, unexpose yourself. And then that should work. Yeah, there we go. I didn't time it out, so it's just like every frame is like gonna be there. So, because I don't want to like figure out the timing of it right now as I'm working. Find it a little bit easier to just like be more off the cuff. Like instead of like, oh, should this be like 5 frames between these ones or like 7? It's like, let me figure out like the timing of it. And it's like, nah, just kind of just draw and then figure it out later. Yeah, I've been kind of, I mean, I was pretty not great about being too talkative in the Discord, which I'm still not that great. I don't know. I try my best, but it's like I just, it's as good as I am in real life. I don't know. Beep. Sunny. She'll make it. New picture. She's like gaining speed somehow. I'm not sure how. And then some around here. Is that like maybe like one more? One more for Sunny. Not sure how she's gaining speed. Around here. Pip. You know what I can do is make this into like a 3/4 front view. So it'd be like a 3/4 front, but then have her head, instead of being usually this way, just kind of shift that over and then make a new head instead. That might work. Instead of having to also make a 3/4 behind, which doesn't look any different, but I don't know where did you actually draw it like that. Anyway, Pip is good as squat. So we're gonna get that anticipation with her wings, which are very fluffy. They're like bird wings. So they're gonna get primed to jump. These two. And then her wings are kind of more traditional, but they're also kind of like have these other extra colors into them. Hehe. Boop 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 boop. Animations can be used in my animation. Oh, yeah, okay. What? Kitty's animations are good, but mine are amazing. Thank you. You enjoy different ponies that don't even work. Ah, okay. This should verify won't be safe from purge. Yeah, that's fair, but I don't know. Well, actually, there's not enough people that like we can kind of go through it one by one and say like, do you like me or do you like ponies, and then kind of go from there maybe. Do the same thing. We're now getting into fly mode. That's what I mean. That is super fluffy of just like way too many layers into this. Pew, 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 pew. Here a little bit more up. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. Zip. It's also going. Yep. Did I do it again? Where I swap layers? There we go. So in Toon Boom, there's like 4 sub layers, which you guys don't need to worry about. But there's overlay, line art, color art, and underlay art. They don't really mean specifically like those kind of. You don't have to put all of your lines or like all of your colors on different layers, but it just means you can have 4 sub layers to every layer and then be able to do more complex stuff where then you can separate and say like, oh, I only want the line art to have this effect, or let's color line and do crazy stuff like that. So that's what it's for, so you can get more bang for just like one drawing kind of a thing. Look at it, saber. To the rescue. Okay. And then we'll swap to a new scene. How we doing on time? Good. New background. New drawing. Let's see if I can. Oh, you can't see it. Ooh. I just want to get rid of her. Beep. Okay, so I can focus on the background. Excuse me. We could have it be kind of similar to this one, but then maybe just kind of change it just a little bit. Because it'd be actually kind of close to the ground. Maybe we can just kind of have the clouds a little bit higher up. But we won't see the ground to make it seem more, less scary. Let's see. Thank you, Kate. Appreciate it. Thank you for sticking by. I'll have to check out what kind of artworks you got. I'm excited to see what your style means. That sounds fun. Oop, don't change that. There we go. Do. Actually, what we could do is actually change this to like 3. No, just 3. Can I do 3? Okay. And then it would actually kind of go 3 frames per second, and it automatically does it pretty slowly, and that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that works pretty well. Cool. Do. What do we want? We want Sunny to be here, and then Sheafall, and then Zippico Catcher. I think there's definitely a moment in G4 where like they catch her at some point. What was it? It was... Oh, I think it was the Sonic Rainbow. Yeah, let me see if I can find a picture of that. Sonic Rainbow rarity catch. See. Oh yeah, Rainbow Dash like catches like the entire team at the same time. Okay, I was imagining something a little bit different. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Because here's this one. I was actually trying to catch the entire... Whoop. No, that's fine. Whoop. Trying to catch the entire crew there. But she's like trying to grab him like that. Yeah, it's a little different. Okay. Do 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 do. E. I want Sunny. Okay. So we can make this scary. And have her like front view. Looking down. Composition guides. About in the center. Exposer. New picture. I'll take her arms. Maybe kind of make this a little bit shorter. But then we like bring her arms around and then like kind of cross over her eyes. So she's like not looking down. Like I can't look. Kind of a thing. And then Pip and Zip come to the rescue somehow from like stage right. And then one of them's gonna like grab her from this side and the other one just kind of had to like go around and then catch her from this side, I think. Let's see about that. So we'll have Pip's got to go around. I'm gonna have Zip on this side and Pip on this one. So let's have Pip come in first. Boop, 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 boop. And Pip comes in. New picture. Oop. Wrong selection mode. And then new picture. Just gotta like go around. New picture. Have a reverse that 80, rotate 180. I don't think that's gonna work. I think I might do that too. I could do a new picture. Let's draw Sunny in a new picture as well. So it'll work out. So we'll get something. I don't know how her hair works. Or now she's like gonna grab her, and then wings. Get something like that. And then new picture for Sunny. Just get the same head shape size. Something like that. Get like some sort of front view. Like arms. And then she'll still be like, still freaking out. Let's get Pip, I don't know, maybe like a little bit closer to actually kind of grab her. Might have to play with the perspective. I'm using the perspective warp tool just so I can use the same drawing, but I want to like warp it so that she's kind of a little bit better aligned like that. There we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 boop. Something's here. There. Okay. Now we'll get zip in. She should be more straightforward. So we'll have zip here. Could use the same head size. I can grab it now, please. Okay. I'll draw the same thing. Something like that. Have her get a little bit closer. And then now I know how zip works, I can make this work. Hopefully a little better. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, I would like to work on maybe Sunny, where she still needs to sort of fall incrementally between all of these. And then we'll have another one of all of them. I think I can't get through all these at the same time, so I'll just have to remember how much I move them up. Oop. 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 There we go. And then we have Sunny react. Excuse me. By now being happy. And then, and honestly, we could just fade to black here, you know, and be like roll credits, or we continue it and then have like another shot of them landing on the ground. Honestly, I think this is probably gonna be enough work. And even we can like continue like at least we can like get all the way up to here and then decide like should we add maybe like one more beat to be like, oh yeah, and then they all lived happily ever and then they laugh or something at the end, you know. Fade black here is fine. I'm thinking this is probably gonna be, I mean, you saw like how much work it was to like storyboard this. That's probably like, this is probably gonna be enough. Yeah, I think so. So I will whoop. Get rid of all their exposures. And then we'll just say actually a new background. And then just make it a rectangle. Fill it with black. And then it would be the size of the canvas. And then that will continue. I would like this to be 2. Okay. So what do we got? Let's go to composition. Wow, I got wings. Boop, boop, boop. I can fly. I can swoop and touch the sky until it's gone. And uh-oh. Shoosh. Who's that? We gotta get it. Oh, poof. Gotcha. Yay. Oh boy. Yeah. A lot of the body dynamics of a lot of this is gonna be pretty tricky. And I think trying to get some better composition. Cause she's like not in a good position at all. You can't see what she's... You can't really see the magic falling or disappearing here. It probably needs to be like higher up or something. This part might need to be expanded like a little bit longer or exposed for a little bit longer. And probably that. And probably need it in between these two poses, but for now, this is fine. And then fade to black. So honestly, I think we're pretty good. Got a pretty good setup, huh? So I guess next stream we will work on. Let's see if I can get the scene link. Looks like 42. So next stream we'll work on getting the character models in, finalizing the... I can probably finalize the storyboard in between streams, and then we'll work on layout of the characters, maybe get some basic backgrounds and stuff. But yeah, I'll be working on as much as I can on stream, because I feel like that's what you guys tune in for, is to see all of this progress, you know. And I feel like my schedule has been pretty lax lately. I know like a month ago at work, it was like come in every day and work. Every minute is valuable because like we're gonna, you know, you need to do like 10 things within 8 hours. But now it's like, oh, you can come in if you want. You can do a half day. Like if you know, if nothing's really due till next Friday, then you don't have to come in. You know, don't worry about it. So I think I might change up the streams to be every Saturday now, instead of every other Saturday. I mean, of course, if something does come up, you know, I might have to like reschedule it to be like, okay, yeah, I everything got more busy, so I might have to make sure that I actually have stamina and whatever's to you know, actually do this. Make sure I still have energy left over in my, you know, in my tank to do these streams. But yeah, I'm thinking about at a more relaxed point where it's like I think I might be able to handle that. I'm doing every week instead, so I'll probably have to let you guys know. But yeah, I think we'll go over to. Is this it? Oh, turn sign. There we go. Okay, this feels better. So yeah, see you next stream when we continue working on this little cartoon. Hope to see you guys there. Yeah. See if there's anything else lingering I probably need to talk about. In the meantime, let me get some got some good juice. But yeah, speaking of work, yeah, that's what I've been saying, is that I'm feeling more comfortable. Work has been kind of goes in like a roller coaster where it's like you have to do 20 things before tomorrow to like, I guess maybe you can work on this. I don't know. You want to clean up? Sure. Okay. Got nothing else better for you to do. So it goes in waves. Then I'm sure once we hit more, uh, we actually had a very busy T-ball season a couple weeks ago. See you, Sethi. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. See you, Dakota. And I guess Star too. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Gonna go now. Thank you. Yeah, I might only be going for like another 5 or so minutes. Unless anything else from you guys you want to talk about. Anything else you want me to react or anything. But yeah. We had a very successful T-ball season that just went on for like several weeks of like all these parents of T-ball sport leagues or like make 20 trophies for like every kid. Every kid of the whole team gets a trophy. You gotta put their name and spell it correctly and format it nicely. And so my part is to make the little gold stickers that go on the bases. So yeah. Not much. All right, that's fair. Oh yeah, actually, there was a event. I don't know how specific I should say this. That our company is a sponsor for, and so my parents went to the event, and they got T-shirts, and on the back was all the sponsors, and my company was there, and so that was cool. So now we got, you know, half branded merch, I guess, that kind of goes with that. So that was really cool. And yeah, so we're sponsors. So that means we worked on the trophies for the event too, as well. So there was like 4 or 5 different, pretty small. I'm sure not to them, but it's like it was like, oh, that's a nothing. Like it's an A base, like a 2x3 inch little marble base with like a 4-inch riser column, with a Mylar sticker, in it, on the top head. So, hey, all dark artists. So that was really cool. And then my parents took a picture of all the trophies, and it's like, ooh, I did make that. Cool. So it's like I've been here long enough. That's like my my work has been in the wild. I've spotted some of them. So that was really cool. Starting to see them now. So maybe, I don't know. If you live local to me, you'll might get something from me. So that's fun. Because with cartoons, it's like, you know, they're just videos, and it gets shared around to hundreds or thousands of people, and it's like, okay, cool, whole bunch of people that I don't know who saw it, you know, and it's like, okay, well, whatever. But to have like a physical trophy, and it's like it's sitting in someone's bedroom, it's like, whoa. Like a different feeling. Thank you, Cookie. Yeah, it's really humbling. It's like I'm contributing to the community, and it feels nice. Yeah. On 4th of July, my family went to a place for a celebration, like a little community thing. They had a parade, big vendor style like hallway outside. We got a snow cone. Anyway, they on the parade, they have those big riser upper thing that the announcer booth sit, and there's trophies there. Fortunately, I don't think that I made those ones specifically, but I got a close-up look at it. We walked over to it, and it's like, huh, let me see what you got. And I was able to like break it down into like, oh, that's an A base with a 4-inch riser with a Mylar sticker, and it's like, okay, And my dad was like, "Is that something like you can do?" You know, it's like that seems, you know, that it's got like a cool, you know, kind of like in the middle part, there's like a column that has crazy design on it, like a whole bunch of colors and 4th of July stuff, and it's like, oh, okay, like that looks cool. And so my dad was like, "Is it possible for you guys? Like, how's that? You know?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I've seen that. Like, I think that's a stock thing that we have. So maybe, you know, some year maybe we'll get that. You know, maybe I'll have them as a client and make it for everybody." I do get some invoices for like plaques and like school yearly things of like, this year so and so won the thing, make a new 2x3 little black plate for it where you get to engrave a gold text in it. And it's like, cool, okay. You know, what's the margin, what's the font size, you know, what is the font? And it's like I usually have to flip over it. On the back there's like stickers of like all the of what should be the codes for people to, you know, type those in and be like, okay, here's a 218746.cdr/metal, and be like, oh, okay, I can punch that into my computer and then have it show up, and I can just change out the name, and then Bob's my uncle, you know, I'm able to print that out. But 8 or 9 times out of 10, they would either be from a different trophy company, and so it's like, cool, I can't access their files, their specific local files for them, or the file itself, you know, isn't there. So it's like, cool, I now have to start from scratch and then spend, you know, like 40 or 50 minutes, or like maybe like an hour or so, recreating it from scratch of like, okay, what's the tart margin of this line? There's like 2 lines, and it's like, okay, let me start from scratch and like trying to figure this out and be like, okay, did this work? Print it out as a test scrap metal, and then be like, okay, this didn't work, what needs to be changed, and then doing different iterations and measuring twice and cutting once on the last final piece. So I was like, okay, so it's sometimes a lot more work than just like, oh, here's a file, and then I'm able to punch in new names and then print it out. It's like I have to, yeah, do way more work, and then have some ones that are like rush orders that are like, hey, can you get this completely done by tomorrow afternoon? Okay, thanks, bye. And so those ones aren't too fun either, because then you're like under a time crunch of like being really like, I have to figure this out or else, you know, kind of mindset, and it's like that's not fun. But most of the time it's like, hey, you have like a week, but there's like 8 different things you need to do for that day, so you have some time to like work on each one. But yeah, yesterday I thought I was pretty caught up, so I was like, if nothing new comes up that's like due Monday, then I would like to, you know, kind of leave leave at 12. And they were nice. I was like, yeah, that's fair, you know. And so I on Friday I left early. I don't know why that's important to you guys. Anyway. But yeah, that's where I am. I'm having fun. It's definitely challenging. It's definitely making me kick myself that I didn't spend as much attention to math in school, or especially spelling, because that's what my work is putting the names in correctly and spelling them correctly, and then putting them in a mathematical exact formula to make the text be in an exact place from an origin point that's going to be lasered out. And it's like, okay. So, but yeah, I'm having fun. It's I know like those first couple weeks it was like extremely overwhelming because I had no idea about anything. But now I'm like reading an invoice and be like kind of skimming through it and be like, okay, B-base, okay, 10 names on a metal, okay, yeah, sure, okay, here you go. Because I know like the first week it was like, what is an A base? What 2x3? What? You know. So, I'm getting the hang of it. Yeah, and so it's fun. Especially now, it's like seeing them out in the wild. It's like, whoa, that's crazy. Look at it go. Um, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go play Klonoa, Viva Reverie series on Switch. Probably get some lunch too. So, yeah. Hope you guys take care. I think I'll wrap it up now. We'll work on this hopefully next week. I'll let you guys know where that if that's gonna work out. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Please join in for that time too. Super appreciate it. So thank you guys. Yeah. Yeah. That was out. I've been waiting for like 5 months on that when it was revealed. But yeah, it's actually really fun. I'll have to play it a little bit more to like get a better feeling of a better review of how I feel about it. But yeah, for right now, it's super fun. I never had a PlayStation growing up. I had a PS3, but it's like I didn't really play anything on it. It was more like a DVD player. Anyway, yeah, so I never played Klonoa, but definitely heard all the hype around it, and looks like we're going for that Klonoa sweep. We're gonna beat GTA in terms of sales. It's gonna be great. Go buy it on every system you can do it, so we can make Konami think like it's worthwhile to make more Klonoa games. But yeah, I think that's what my plan is. Hi, Green Onion. Hello. I was about to wrap up. But if you want to catch up what I did on stream, you can watch the VOD once that comes out. I think it's pretty instant, but yeah. So thank you again, guys. Tune in hopefully next week, next Saturday. Hopefully the same time. It's noon time for me, so I guess now it's like 1:40. So, but yeah, thank you guys again. All right. Sorry, Grand Onion, you'll have to check out the VOD to watch this. So, thank you everyone else. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.